are you?
All right, everybody got their shot?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get started. Abrams, go ahead.
All right, so tell us about pushing for the early vote. Why do you think that's so critical?
You know, early vote, of course, is an opportunity for people to make sure that they do vote. A lot of times people wait until election day, and then something comes up and they don't get there. So encouraging people to go to the polls right now, exercise their constitutional right and obligation to vote is very important.
You're spending a lot of time in Houston and Harris County. Why is that?
We are. The vote here, of course, is incredibly important. And what we know is that Harris County, like every other county in this state, is filled with people who want to elect a governor who is going to fight for their children's education, who will fight to make sure that we end overcrowded classrooms and teacher layoffs and school closings, and that they want to reject someone, Greg Abbott, who's been fighting in court for the last 3 years to keep those cuts in place and to keep those conditions present in our public schools.
Chronicle.
Senator Davis, I just spoke with a supporter who said that they think that the black community would be more supportive of you if you embrace President Obama.
I have been very pleased and proud to have the support of my president. Of course, his wife recorded a radio advertisement for me, and I agree with President Obama that we ought to raise the minimum wage, that we ought to bring our Medicaid expansion money to work for us in Texas, and that women ought to be paid equally for equal work. These are planks that I proudly embrace and have been a strong part of my platform throughout this campaign.
China 11, go.
Poll most recent from KHOU and Houston Public Media shows you down 15 points. Is that bothersome at this point, or just something you have to move through?
You know, the polls go up and down. What I rely on and I believe is that people across this state are hungry for leadership that is going to fight for their children, who will fight to make sure that our schools have the funding that they need, and that people in this state will reject Greg Abbott's failed ideas that our schools ought to continue to be stripped of important funding, taking away our children's opportunity to be a part of the future that will be the strong economy of Texas if I have the privilege of serving as its next governor.
Can you just clarify one more thing from your remarks before? You were talking about the concept of interracial marriage. The Abbott campaign reached back out and said, I'm in an interracial marriage. Isn't that disingenuous?
You know, it's a simple question that deserves a simple answer. He was asked whether he today would defend a ban on interracial marriage, and he refused to answer that question. I think it's very telling, and it comes as no surprise from someone who for several years has been defending a voter suppression law that 2 federal courts now have ruled to be intentionally discriminatory to deny African Americans and Hispanics the right to vote.
Last question right here, Channel 2.
Got nothing.
Yep. All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.